Hello, and welcome to the third episode of the Brothers But Not podcast. From last time, you know me, I'm Drew. I'm joined here today by Lucas and Sebastian. Wyatt's on a temporary leave right now, and Jonathan decided that he was not going to continue with the podcast.
It's very
For
sad.
one episode. One episode.
Let's not talk about that. Today we're going to try a new direction. We're going to be reviewing a movie, and the movie we chose was Flubber. We'll get more into that later. But as always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, go to brothersbutnotpod at gmail.com and we will respond to your email. Speaking of that, Lucas is going to read
Yes,
today's
I
email.
am. Yes, I will do that in right,
What is he
right,
doing?
He's
right,
reading the email.
right.
Lucas, just read the freaking email.
Now, there we go. Um, from
You're the one from Drew.
Tyler, the creator, lover. Opinions on this picture of my uncle's dad. I think what?
That one doesn't make any sense. Just read the other one. Just read the other.
Opinions on this picture of my uncle's dad. Did whoever this is didn't send a pic? Wait, did? Oh, they did send a picture. It's very
But
nice.
it's a podcast.
Yes, it's a podcast. Well, look,
All right.
it's a guy.
I'm gonna read the other one that we got over the week.
Son.
This is from Drew.
No, I want to.
This was an amazing podcast. 4 heart face emojis. My boys are growing up so fast. Frowny face. I do have a question for you boys. What legacy do you hope to leave behind with your pod? Okay, he opened the quote, but he never closed it.
Shut up.
All right, Granny, you need to get
Yes,
your.
he did at the very end.
He did it.
My
It's not.
volume
Oh,
is fine.
whoa, there's more.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is.
What legacy do you hope to leave behind in your podcast, and how do you envision it shaping the conversations and perspectives of future generations?
Well,
Jeez.
see, people will watch your podcast and will be like, you know,
It's just a way to unwind. It's fun. It's fun for us. It's fun for people to listen to.
You know, we should watch Flubber.
All right, so
we're the Flubber. We're the Flubber marketing team.
All right, let's get right into it.
Flubber doesn't need a marketing team. It is from 1997.
Flubber needs a marketing team.
Flubber was actually a really popular movie.
It was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It
It got like 4.5 stars.
It did not. Let me look up the rating. Flubber. Okay, so when Drew first told me to read to watch Flubber, I thought it was about a penguin.
Yeah, he did.
Because blubber. It's
okay. So
its rating on IMDb. Its rating on IMDb is 5.3 out of 10.
All right, let's get into this. Okay.
Hold on. And Rotten Tomatoes is 23%, and Metacritic is 37%.
Oh wow.
And actually, it's doing pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean it's not
I
the
told
best.
you it's a terrible. I mean, it's not a terrible. See, I actually kind of like the comedy. I like the humor. It's really funny.
Okay, so
the entire
for our new structure of the podcast,
guys, I'm gonna let you know right now.
Yeah. So let's not talk about that.
I did not finish Flubber because
neither
my
did Sebastian.
Wanted me to. I got through most of it.
Okay, it's
My
fine.
parents really wanted me to watch. Me and my.
I'm gonna go through and do an overview of the entire movie.
Okay, Drew, your mic volume is really loud.
Go through it right now. Okay, so
turn your mic down.
Oh, my mic.
Maybe move it closer or further from your face or something. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do an overview of the new structure of the podcast right now.
Okay.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to rate like bad products, bad movies, bad video games, or badly rated stuff. Not per se bad, but badly rated things, movies, video games, just products off of Amazon.
Also, instead of our goal, instead of getting sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends,
it's to
get sponsored by Iron Maiden
Legacy of the Beast, which is just.
It is an amazing mobile game.
Oh my god.
We're not.
You should go check it out.
We're not sponsored yet.
We're not, but you should still go check it out.
So we're gonna do an overview of the product. Then we're gonna talk about how we like it or how we dislike it, our problems, our
Yeah.
positive reinforcement. And then we're going to vote if it should exist or not. And for movies,
Oh,
we're going to vote if they should made it in theaters. Because some
But
movies just go straight to like Netflix or
oh
TV.
right,
Okay,
because they're
so
so
let's
cheaply made.
start
Ooh,
with the overview of Flubber.
flubby bubby
Okay,
wubby.
so Sebastian, Lucas, you guys can interrupt, but I wrote out like a whole paragraph about
Okay,
Flubbers.
should we should explain flubber first.
Yes, that's exactly what
okay.
I'm.
So let me. Well, so basically, there's this guy, and he's a scientist,
Uh huh.
and he's got like three different robots that do
You
like all
lost
of
me
his
at
chores pretty
robots.
much. Okay, and
Don't
so
give like
he's like engaged to this girl, but they've tried to get married like
twice.
twice before, and then he forgot those two times, and so it's like his marriage day, and he like
He
wakes
forgets.
up and
For the
he
Well,
third
he
forgets that
time.
it's his marriage day. Then he
yes.
remembers,
No, he
and then
doesn't
he
remember.
forgets.
His fiance tells him at lunch.
Oh
At
yeah, his
lunch.
fiance does tell him at lunch, and then
Then
he like he makes plans, and then the robot that loves him purposely doesn't tell him because the robot wants to be with him. It's a little weird,
yes,
and
yes,
but
but
Yeah.
you're forgetting
um
the part where he figures out this thing to make like this scientific breakthrough to save the college that he
Yeah.
works at.
So yeah, the
oh
college
yeah,
is like failing, like it is running out of money or something. So he
No,
needs to
yeah,
invent
they're running out
something.
of their loan that this rich guy did,
Yeah.
and this not and his son
Well,
caused all the problems of the movie. But we'll get into that later.
they're running out
So
of
pretty
money.
much, this guy he creates this green goo after forgetting his wedding. It's he calls it a flying rubber, thus flubber. And then
Flubber.
through the next half an hour of a movie, he tries to impress his fiance by making different flubber things and sabotaging basketball games to prove to his fiance because she's together with a different dude now who keeps stealing his inventions and he really just hates this guy's guts. So
He does?
he makes like a cream, a liquid, tabs, and he makes a flying car.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
The flying
okay.
car is pretty cool.
Now
Okay,
back
in the
to
beginning,
this
he I there was a bit I really liked, a funny bit. It was
uh-huh,
like 2 minutes long. He
uh-huh.
walks into the college and he's like, funny chemistry professor, kind of like smart but
He
clueless.
walks into the class where people are drawing naked people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he walked into the human like
The human
drawing.
art something, and he takes
Yeah,
out he gives a full on lecture on like um
Uh,
Earth's
matter.
mass.
the
Yeah,
yeah on
and then
gravity.
he flips up the whiteboard and it's like, and this is
Yeah, it's
Dr.
Flop
Richard's
like,
life class, art class or whatever.
and then he
and
goes,
he's like,
"This
this isn't
isn't
my
my
class,
class,
is
is
it?
it?"
Okay, so back to doing the overview. So
Yeah.
pretty much back to this guy who's funding the college.
Wa la
He's
la,
he's
wa
the evil
la
dude.
la.
He's the evil dude because his son he funded the college so his stupid son could go through, make all A's and get into Harvard Law. But the Mr. Robin Williams, because he's played by Robin Williams, his actual name is Philip something. I just call him Philip.
No,
But
actually, his real
Philip,
name is Robin Williams. His
his
movie
actual
name is
name,
Robin
yes.
Phillips.
Okay, so Philip here has principles, as they say, and then he tells his two goons
God, you have
to
notes.
go get some dirt on Philip so they can
I
pretty
have
much
some notes
blackmail him.
too. I'll be right back.
And, and they find Flubber, and then they steal it. Him and his fiance, who likes him again for
Guys, I have my
whatever reason,
notes.
because his robot just said, "Hey, buddy, you're gonna like this guy again." I'll get more into that later. So they pretty much they get back their Flubber with the power of Flubber because this guy has Flubber everything. Like in his pockets, he's pulling out Flubber creams and he has a Flubber water gun. He
Oh
has
yeah,
Flubber.
Flubber also stands for flying rubber.
But
I said
we
that earlier.
explained that already. Guys, I have a drill.
So, and then he saves the college
Drill.
by selling his flying cars to Ford. And then, fourth time, he gets married, but over a video cam. And that is
Yeah.
the end of an hour and a half of
Yeah,
my
I only
life
got
that
through
I will
like
never
two
get
thirds of
back.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
actually, it was pretty funny. I found
Yeah,
it
I
like
it's
know.
a
I
pretty funny
genuinely
movie.
thought
I
it
don't
was a
know
pretty
why it
funny
got
movie.
Joking.
didn't make too good of a thing. Like, it's a great movie, all
Well,
in
the
all.
thing is, I have a lot of problems with it.
I have a lot of problems with you.
But like, it's all in the details. Okay, I'll
Shut
start
up.
talking. All
I'm
right.
just kidding.
Anybody else have anything to add before we go into our problems
This.
or positive reinforcement section?
I can't play that much.
I mean about the overview of the movie Flubber. Any details that I've skipped? Because I did this at like 10:30 at night
Um, um,
while I was watching Impractical Jokers. But
Details.
um, um.
Well, he talks to himself a lot.
oh, and also
Like,
I forgot to say he has a mental issue. I think to where he can't remember anything.
He's like Dory, he has short-term memory loss.
Yeah, or amnesia. He has
I'll
something
stop.
like.
Yeah, he forgets half the stuff.
Yeah, but they don't tell us what it is.
When
They
he's
don't tell us
Yeah,
if
that
it's
when he's
actually
in
a mental
his
problem
lab.
or he just chooses to forget stuff.
like
Like they
he
don't
just
tell us
filters
it.
out the things he wants to hear.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my big problems. Like, it's a huge key important detail to the movie
But we don't
because
know what it is.
yeah, that's how he missed his wedding 3 times, but we have no idea what it actually is.
I also
Oh, and the
find it
guy that hates
interesting.
him keeps like making things about that, and he's like, "Well, I mean, if I don't take your ideas, what are you gonna do about them? Forget them again?"
Yeah, that's how
Uh,
I really remembered it.
I have a drill.
You have a drill,
Yeah.
like a
like a power drill?
drill? Why is everything so
I also
quiet?
find it funny that he talks to himself a lot when he does
He
his stuff. He
does.
was like pouring 500 milligrams of what was it called? Flarb. What was it?
Flarb.
Flubber.
But
Flubber.
Lucas, you have to think that he videos all of this.
Combining
It's a
chemical
videotape for an
compounds.
experiment.
Oh, he
It's a
does.
videotape for his experiment.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
If you watch the basketball court
My brother
scene,
just came into my room. I'm holding in a drill point. Stand back. I'm on a podcast. What?
okay, Lucas,
Hold on.
you just gotta like silently shoo him off.
Lucas, this is very unprofessional.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get on with it. I think that's a good overview of the movie.
Let's get on with it.
Let's talk about our problems or what we like about the movie. So I'll start with something. The flubber just multiplies, right?
Yeah, that's. I feel like it goes against the scientific thing of the movie. It's just like
It's a movie about science and making cool science stuff. The flubber just multiplies. It starts out as little, and it's alive. It's like a symbiote. It's literally like the
My
Venom
little brother
symbiote.
just got $5 playing Floors Lava.
It is literally just the equivalent to a Venom symbiote because the Venom symbiote becomes huge and consumes this entire person out of this tiny little ball, and the flubber just
Ball.
multiplies. He has this whole musical number scene with the robot.
that's my
There's
favorite
not enough
number. That's my
flubber.
favorite
There's
part.
not enough flubber to make all those little tiny flubbers.
And
Oh,
then
the
he
musical
also
scene. That was funny. I like that.
the doctor also has like all the flubber stuff, like, but there's still a flubber thing.
Yeah, there's still a live flubber. Then he has a whole bottle of flubber water. Fills a
Flubber.
water gun
Also,
with it. Still has a whole
also,
bottle. He has a
wait,
flubber
why
hand.
is
He has enough to make a flying freaking car.
the flubber the the flubber stuff like in the car and stuff not alive? That doesn't make sense. Like, shouldn't that be alive too?
No, but also, so you
Well,
guys
because
remember the
it's
part when
trapped.
he's explaining the flying car to his robot, and
Yeah.
he talks about the lateral movement, right? How to turn right and left,
Yeah.
but he never
Yeah.
talks about how to go up or down.
Yeah. Maybe it
And then
just
he just
leans.
goes up into the clouds without
Yeah. Then he
any.
turns the car off.
Yes, that scene was actually pretty funny.
All right, anyone
And then he's
listening,
hovering over
our
his
two viewers,
fiance,
our
and
two
this
viewers, you might
stupid
want
dude
to
whose name was
watch the
Wilson,
movie.
he throws an apple at him, and he's none the wiser. He doesn't look up and see the
Yeah.
flying car.
He just
He's
gets
just
hit by an
what?
apple.
And thinks nothing of it. Like that's horrible writing.
All right.
Here's what it should have happened.
Who just joined?
Yeah.
We're recording. Whoever.
Me.
Oh, hi, Jonathan.
What? Oh, I
I
thought you
wanna-
muted yourself.
Jonathan quit, but he's back now. He's sick. Good to know. You want to
I
hear
didn't
my notes,
quit, I'm just
guys?
sick, and I feel like doing it, so
All right. In the beginning, I wrote
I'm back.
is similar to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
It's a mix of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Home Alone. That is exactly what I write.
Home
I mean,
Alone.
yeah, kind of.
I wrote
It's like
the
if Home
the
Alone
part
and
in
Honey,
the
I Shrunk the
beginning was
Kids had a
funny.
baby.
I wrote
Except that it has nothing to do with kids at all.
I haven't watched Honey I Shrunk the Kids in a while.
yeah, neither have I. But
Okay, so another thing is,
no.
remember the
I
scene
have my
with
notes.
the robot when the robot finally realizes that she cannot love the dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes up to the lady, she whispers in her ear, well, she plays a clip that is 20 seconds long, and this girl, hates his guts. Like, 2 minutes before this, she is, saying, goodbye, get the frick out of my face. I want to say something else.
No
But,
swearing.
this guy, he is, she
PG
hates
Drew.
his guts. And then, the robot says some words, and it's they're 2 seconds later, they're making out in the bed.
Okay.
My life real.
Jonathan.
Just kidding. Don't take that seriously.
Also,
Just a joke.
the
I'm
entire,
gonna tell.
Person.
every
Say
problem,
names.
Or not name. Okay. Go.
and
Do I have
every
to write that
problem in
down?
the movie,
Does she want her
Yeah.
name?
and every
Bleep.
problem in the
You know.
movie
Ah.
all boils down to this one 19-year-old kid who is failing chemistry. This whole movie is about one kid who gets kicked off the basketball team and is failing chemistry. That is the whole problem of this movie.
Can I share my notes?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just
hold on.
ranting. This movie.
Well, I thought it was a pretty funny movie. I mean, the point wasn't to be very deep, but
Drew was like screaming about how bad the movie is.
I wrote 15 minutes in. The robot is definitely evil. About 20 minutes
yes.
in, I wrote that the Weeby robot plays clips. It's so the robot she floats around and she plays little clips of there's one of the Simpsons. It's like when it's funny, she plays.
I was about to say the Simpsons
clips
reference.
of them laughing. It's
Okay,
kind of
so
weird. It's kind of just their version of
this guy has a
know.
robot, a talking robot
weird.
that can analyze everything, and he
Well, yeah,
still works for a college and lives in this little tiny house.
I thought we established that a long time ago.
Yes, but this is like 1990. This guy should be filthy rich. This guy should be able to buy tit
Yeah.
colleges.
Bloopity bloop blop.
So,
Bloopity bloop blop.
also, remember the scene where the robot dies and he says, I need to go get an extension cord. And then he
Robot
just sits
dies?
there for 10 minutes. He's
Did
just like,
extension cords exist in the 90s?
yes. He
Yes.
like
Yeah.
sits there holding
making
the
sure.
robot instead of downloading her data.
Look. I didn't didn't get that far in the movie.
I didn't get that.
You want to know what movie we were
Drew-
watching? We
Drew
were
definitely
watching,
analyzed the movie like he's a
Ferris. His last name starts with a B. I forgot it. It's Ferris
So, and
something's
also,
day
this
out.
is stupid.
Drew, shut up.
This is all.
Drew, shut up.
No, but you don't
Shut up.
understand. They
Just
made
shut
a
up.
real
Just shut up.
flubber.
Drew, shut up.
Flubber is a real
Okay,
thing.
no,
You
no,
can
ladies,
buy
listen,
flubber.
Ferris Bueller's
is?
Day Out.
You can
Oh,
buy
Day
that's
flubber.
Off.
a great movie. I love that movie.
It's hilarious. It's so good. That's why I didn't want to do the podcast because it's such a good movie. Much better than Flubber.
Okay, so now
I
we're
s-
just
I
flubber.
saw that
Flubber.
before. That's like, I don't know if it. I mean, yeah, we can. It's fine. I was gonna say I don't know if I can review that because that's not necessarily PG, but
It's PG-13. It's fine.
It's fine.
Let's see.
I mean,
That one
We're-
has.
we-
It only
I
has
mean,
a
the thing is that
61%
PG-13.
Metacritic.
It's gonna be like
It has
cursing.
an
and if
82
you
Rotten
don't-
Tomatoes and 7.8 out of 10 out of IMDb. Oh, no.
Okay,
yeah,
well-
it's a really good movie.
It is a fun movie.
I guess we're gonna end up watching that movie, and it's just gonna be a diamond.
We
Okay.
should do
No,
that
we're
after,
watching
like, a series of
Kazam
movies.
next.
Yes,
Wait, what
we are
movie?
watching Kazam. Kazam. It's on
Kazam,
Disney
starring
Plus.
Shaquille
It
O'Neal.
stars Shaquille
Oh,
O'Neal.
5% Rotten Tomatoes. 5% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, this
24%
What does that even
Metacritic
mean?
and 3.1
Bad.
out of
That means
IMDb.
that it's really bad. Like,
It means it's really bad.
for some reason the movie rating scale is the less Rotten Tomatoes you have, the worse your
It
movie is.
doesn't make sense.
No, it
Wouldn't
does.
the
Doesn't make
Rotten
Makes
People
Tomatoes
would
mean
sense.
it's
throw
bad?
It's like
tomatoes
a
at
test
things that they
score.
didn't like. So if the tomatoes got
Oh, I didn't
rotten,
know that's what it meant.
then
That makes no
then
sense.
no, people would throw the tomatoes at the things they didn't like. So if the tomatoes
In
got
like
rotten,
movies in like the 20s.
yes, exactly. But I mean, it's just a scale.
Guys, the first audience review on Google for Kazam
Well, it
is,
doesn't make
I wish
sense because I
someone in
feel like it'd be the
Hollywood would
more
do a
Rotten
reboot.
Tomatoes would be worse.
No, no, no. That's what I
Yeah.
thought too. But
Kazam.
It gets a 5 out of 10 Rotten Tomatoes for
Oh yeah,
me.
Kazam.
all right. Anybody else have any notes? I've shared all of mine.
Um,
I've burned
I
them.
I
don't.
didn't
I
watch the
didn't take any
movie,
notes.
so
I just like basically like. Oh wait, let me think.
should we
Took
Let me go
mental
through my
notes.
database. Uh, wait. Oh, I think it was like odd that he like kicked the thing, but he couldn't just touch it. But I guess he was wearing boots, which makes sense. So that was a stupid remark.
Also, he got hurt somehow because he grabbed his toe, so it could have been extreme coldness. Also, oh, I have one
Oh
more
yeah,
note. Remember when he blew up his house making flubber?
yeah,
yes.
So, in the next scene, say when he's making flubber goo, right?
yeah.
His house is completely fixed.
Goop.
It
His
Goop.
is.
basement,
Maybe he rebuilt
yes,
it. We don't know,
no,
Drew.
it's like the same day. His basement, every tube, the little giant water tank that's on the top of his house for whatever reason, it's all fixed.
All right, what will we
He
rate
got
this
some
movie
good
out of 10?
workers.
Out
I
of
would,
10, I'd give it like a 5.
I give it a
I
I'd
give
6.
it
10.
a 10 out of 10. I didn't watch
Because
it.
I think the minor things aren't that important to it. I mean, like, sure, his house isn't destroyed in the next
It's a
scene,
Yeah.
but
low
like,
budget movie.
it's a
What do
fun
you
So
movie.
let's
expect?
do
I
like
give it, I
a
give it a
6.
4 because the plot. So the whole movie was about Flubber, right? But the
Mhm.
plot and the story they told had more to do with this guy's love trouble than Flubber.
Well, yeah, because
But
every movie's a
Flubber
love movie,
caused
Drew.
his
That's what
love
you have to
trouble.
understand. You'll watch any movie's gonna have some sort of love aspect in it.
But I don't care about the love aspect. I just care about
We do, Drew.
the love aspect. I mean, it's just the plot that they told was not good. It wasn't a good story. It just wasn't a good story. So
Okay.
I'll
Well,
give it a five.
I
I'll
give
give
it a
it
10 out of 10.
five,
So
even five.
I'll
Jonathan, you
give
didn't
it
watch.
give it a 6.2.
it sounds like a great movie.
6.5.
I'm gonna give
Okay,
it like a 5.9.
so now we have two more questions. Oh,
That
also,
averages out to like
okay,
6.8.
also, do you guys remember the kid who was afraid of windows, but previous, before all the dudes got stuck in his tree and Flubber came through his window and the flying car and Flubber again at the end,
Uh huh.
Yeah.
he was afraid of windows before that.
All
Who
right,
is
Drew.
afraid of
Drew. Okay,
windows?
No,
Drew.
he
It's
was
probably
afraid
a
of something
fear. There's
coming
a fear of
through the
everything.
window.
There's a fear
Drew.
for like
What
waffles. There's a fear
what you
for
have to
like
understand is that most of the
toenails.
people watching this, listening to this podcast, don't know what the heck we're talking about. So we have to provide some context. So
Oh
basically,
yeah. So basically, there was this kid in when he first made Flubber, and the dad said, "There's nothing to be afraid of the window. It's closed. Nothing can get through." And then
Also,
Flubber flies
I
in,
thought that was the
and
babysitter.
the kid screams, and
yeah.
because Flubber got in through his window, and it was pretty
Funny
funny because
movie is, in my opinion, when he is trying to first impress his fiance with Flubber, and he puts it in his back pocket, and he's about to jump out of the third-story window. And then Flubber flies out of his pocket, and he falls out, and he's on the ground, curled up in a ball. And his fiance is like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah. The only thing that's hurt is my pride."
How do you remember
that was pretty
all
funny.
this, Drew?
That was the funniest thing in the movie.
All right.
Okay, so two more questions. What would you do if Flubber was real?
I
Um.
would obviously befriend him, and we would go on many adventures, like that Tyrannosaurus Rex that I had.
But
Scared. I would be
Oh,
really scared because if somebody lets go of Flubber, he can travel across the world in like 0.2 seconds.
So
maybe
I would
then we
take
can stop
advantage of it. I
communism,
mean, if
Drew.
I were the only one, if he and I were the only ones who
yeah,
really
he'd be like an
knew what to do with
war
it,
weapon.
then I could make a lot of money.
Exactly.
Yes, but then like,
Putin wouldn't stand a
what happens if
chance.
Russia got this Flubber war weapon?
Well,
Then
then
we'd all be
we'd be
screwed, and
screwed.
we'd be going to rocket to Mars that day. So
Uh,
But it
Elon,
doesn't
A
matter
flubber
because
Elon can
we
powered
figure
use
it
rocket to
Space,
out,
Mars.
Drew.
SpaceX stock would make so much money that day.
A flubber powered
yeah
rocket
I
to
would invest in
Mars.
X-Sock and then get on the rocket.
Mars rocket.
Yep.
Okay. In the Flubber toy does not bounce. I saw this YouTube review of it,
Oh
and
my
it was like
gosh.
it was a
It's a
mom, and she
toy.
was so mad because my kid threw this on the floor and it got stuck on my carpet. It did not bounce. It is not movie accurate, and I hate it. That toy did not sell well.
Flubber toy. So yeah, basically Flubber, it bounces like endlessly. It bounces a lot.
Yeah.
The big
It's an energy
flub
source.
called Flubber.
Yeah, the big.
Well, obviously
That's
with
the name of the
physics, it
toy.
can't bounce forever. So
Vintage
should expect
Flubber
that the
Disney
toy's not
Toy
gonna-
Train McDonald's. Let me visit the site. Hold on. Vintage Flubber Disney Toy Train McDonald's Happy Meal Green Blob VHS.
Okay.
Okay, so, and the next question is, do you think this movie deserved to be in theaters?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty funny
it's an
movie.
acquired taste.
I mean, it was a pretty funny
It's an
movie.
acquired taste.
I mean,
Jonathan, you
I
didn't
think
even
it was
watch the
supposed to be a
movie.
comedy. All right.
It
sounds
is a
like
comedy,
Now-
Drew.
Y'all gave a great.
It was not a
summary of
wannabe
it.
comedy. It was a comedy, Drew. You're acting like it was some like 5-star chef's
Flubber.
kiss, like
Ah,
you know,
man.
perfection movie. Which stupid Disney movie with a green blob called Flubber. So we did
It's
that
green? I thought it
relatively
was
shorter
pink.
than it was pretty quicker. That was much quicker than I thought it would be. So I don't know. What do
Yeah.
let's take this time to advertise our Gmail again. Brothers,
Also,
brothers, but not
there
pod
should-
at gmail.
there should be a link in the description for an Amazon
is?
product, and if you click on the
Oh.
link,
We
it-
didn't agree to that. Basically,
well.
okay, yeah, I have an affiliate marketing thing with Amazon. Basically, if you
okay,
click
so
on
Flubber
the link,
did make it in theaters on November 26th.
you gotta let me talk.
I'm sorry. Oh, give me a
I have
second.
an Amazon. I have an.
What just happened?
I have an Amazon affiliate account, which means that if people go and buy stuff from Amazon with a link I give them or something, yeah, with a link, then I get a small amount of the proceeds, and basically,
How much?
this is just not very much, but like still,
Money's money.
it'll help because we have to pay $15 a month to keep this podcast on
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
If you
And
like
we're
the
$15
kids
podcast,
and we're unemployed, so
if you
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
Jonathan on
podcast,
PayPal at
please.
Jonathan
Jonathan,
at
buy
PayPal.
whatever's in the description. You don't have to.
Buy our merch.
Okay,
No, you
guys.
do
They also
have to.
pay me in
If you
Amazon
don't,
gift
Flubber will come
cards.
through your window.
They pay me in virtual Amazon gift cards.
No. Why? Why?
They
That's
do. I don't
horrible.
know why.
Yeah, I mean, so
mean-
guys, how much do you think Flubber made?
I think I'll just like ask. I'll go up to like
Like,
my mom and be like, "I'll give you this
hopefully
Amazon gift card
budget.
for $10."
Yeah.
What was
hopefully
the budget?
even.
How? Oh yeah. How much?
I don't know. I just
Um.
looked up.
Well,
I just looked
see,
up
it
the
has a lot of
box
CG, so that probably costed quite a lot because of the flubber. So I'd
Alright.
say the budget was.
No, we're not looking at the budget. We're looking at how much they made.
Well,
like,
yeah, I'm
box
guessing the budget
yeah,
and
but
then
the
basing.
budget is their debt. And that's it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
Make
the
money.
budget was.
Budgets for movies are a lot. Like
See, yeah, I'm gonna
300
say it
That movie.
was
Yeah.
See,
This is
I
a
would-
Disney
so-
movie
$112
we're
million.
talking about.
and the CGI. Right. So you wanna know how
Yeah,
they?
I'm gonna-
I'm gonna guess they made
I'm gonna
100
say,
$200 million from it,
like,
Okay.
and that their
250
budget
mil.
was
Okay.
112. So their
Jonathan, you have a
total
guess?
profit would be 88.
300 mil.
Okay, Lucas was the closest, but if we were playing by the Price is Right rules, you all lose. They made $178 million.
Is
No,
that
that's-
That's a lot
their
of-
is
that's
that
a lot of-
subtracted
what do you-
from their budget?
Making
Or
money
And
the
this was
budget
in
sub-
1997.
Drew, is
and
the
this was in
budget
19
subtracted from that?
It's like
Yes, this is what they made on the movie box office.
Yeah,
So-
but like, does that
but
is
this
the
was
budget?
like a Disney
Never mind.
movie in 1990, so this is like hard, strong
Prime
Disney. Like, yeah,
Prime Disney.
like from the 1990s to like 2010, Disney was going through a good phase.
It's not now. Okay, so
Not doing horribly, but it's
this
doing
was in
worse than like ever.
1997. So $179 million is like,
A lot.
yeah, I mean, if you looked at that, it would be like,
Well, obviously,
I-
if they pay the actors and the directors
yeah,
and
but this was box office, so that's what they make in total. Like,
net
I mean,
Yeah,
box
less
office is pretty good at
net
expenses.
telling you.
So
profits.
revenue doesn't deduct any expenses. So we have to find Flubber
Hmm.
budget.
All right, now is it just
80
me or
million.
anything with Robin
Oh,
Williams in it?
so
Is it like
budget
just
112.
slightly? It just makes it slightly funnier if it like wasn't somebody else.
Who's Robin Williams? Let me look
The guy who was the scientist in Flubber.
Yeah.
He
Every time
plays.
I saw the
I don't watch the
scientist,
movie. I don't know who that is.
every time I saw the scientist, I kept thinking, this is just the Home Alone guy without a family. I mean, not Home Alone. I,
Okay.
I mean, not Home Alone. Jesus, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Flubber has returned
Yeah,
in all his bounty, sparkle, and
Wait,
son
did he
of
die?
Flubber.
Did Robin Williams die?
That's a
yeah,
secret.
he
Oh,
did. He died in like 2012.
2014, it says.
Oh,
He was
Oh,
born in
I
1951.
never
okay,
knew him, but he
well,
was a brave man.
Rip.
what?
Rip
Rest
Robin
in
Williams.
peace, Robin Williams.
Alright, can we
yeah.
talk
We
about
Oh,
something
I know
other
who
than
that
Flubber?
is.
dedicate this episode to Robin
I just saw that.
Williams,
I just saw who
an
Robin
amazing
Williams was.
actor.
Can we
He's
talk
the
about?
guy in
Mm.
the Night in Museum who plays Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
All right, so
I like him.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
heard, but it was released in theaters on November 26, 1997.
yeah,
Uh,
1997.
probably didn't do very good in theaters. I'm just guessing.
it.
You probably got
No, it
Mm,
reviews
had a
on like
73.
Netflix.
It had a 73% like rate.
That's
How
that's
do you
pretty
like
good.
a movie in theaters?
Just overall, I mean, um, okay, so
got my keyboard.
Are we finished reviewing Blubber or Blubber, whatever it's called?
Blubber.
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 Oh,
I think we had
Flubber.
like 40 minutes now.
Oh, we're at 40 minutes already?
Yeah, I mean,
Jeez.
time flies. I mean, when we're actually doing something,
Time
we
flies
start
when you're
time.
having fun talking about Flubber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really.
Even though
Okay,
you never
on my
watched the
keyboard.
movie, you just had to listen to Drew's
instead of
summary of it.
all right,
Go watch
any
Flubber, I guess.
all right.
Not
Before we go,
Corporation.
anybody
What,
else
we're
have any
ending it?
final stuff
It's only
about
30.
Flubber?
It's only 30 minutes. I thought we were just gonna talk. I thought we were just gonna rant after.
Yeah, we could just talk till the end.
All right. So what do we want
They
to
came
talk?
to hear us talk. It's not like they're
That's
gonna
true. That's true.
care.
All right. If you just wanted to hear us talk about Flubber or a movie, you could probably stop here because now we're
And no, keep
No,
watching.
no, no,
You
keep
need
wa-
you
We
need to
need that
watch time to
retention
go up,
rate. We need the
Drew.
retention rate, Drew.
Drew.
Don't get
Retention
too
rate, Drew. What are you
keep them
doing,
watching.
Drew?
All
You're trying
our
to make
analytics
money.
are gonna be
The next part of this
killed.
podcast will be even more entertaining. Keep
Yeah,
watching.
keep
So-
Don't click
stay.
let's talk
tuned.
about uh
All right. So if you don't know, me
Before we
and Chris
go,
are music
next-
people. Hey, no, let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. My turn. I want to talk. Can I
Yeah,
talk?
go.
talk.
Yeah. just
You
talk.
can talk.
I'm sorry, that was really loud. Go
Let
on.
me show you how to fly. Right.
You're not
Let me show
talking.
you how to get
Right.
far. Go.
Jonathan, that's copyright. That's copyright. Okay.
Oh, good
So just by the way, if
Do
you guys
me.
know a little bit more about what we're doing next week, watch Kazam. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, we're watching Kazam next week.
If
Let
you
us
have
know
any
if you don't like this kind of format. We will change
if you have
it.
any recommendations for products,
Are we
video
ending it?
games, or movies that no, we're just ending this part. Products, video
Okay.
games, movies, or pretty much anything. I'll review a board game. I really don't care. That we could do.
I
Like
have a board
Mousetrap.
game.
drop them
Gosh.
Mousetrap is a
in the
pretty bad
comment section of our
It's pretty
YouTube
bad, but
channel
it's also
at
There's no
Brothers
point in
But
the game
Not
except
on
for
YouTube,
dropping the
or-
trap on the mouse. When
Or
you get
email
go to our
us.
bored.
email at
Cardless space.
brothersfromnotpod@gmail.com.
thank you.
So
Okay,
Um,
now we're just
okay.
gonna rant.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, you could.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, me and Lucas are kind of the music people,
Yeah.
and
I have
Me
a
so
and Drew
keyboard
like
are
right here.
amateurs.
Yeah.
yeah, they're amateur music people. They're still good, but they're not great like me and Lucas. So I play the drums,
I need
electric
to take my
bass, tuba,
meds. I'm sick.
and recently today
I'm not on
I
drugs,
have
guys.
just
Okay, just telling
brought
Jonathan,
home
stop interrupting.
my first my upright bass from the school, and so I'm going to be learning upright bass, and it is 6 feet, so it is taller than me. It is a really large instrument.
You guys want to talk about the
Not
Notebook?
taller than me though. I'm 6'3".
No, the
You,
notebook stays
you're
out of this,
five,
Drew.
like
Jonathan, that's
5
capping. That's
foot.
capping. We're here for the truth.
Caffeine. Never heard of her.
Jonathan, be quiet.
You
This
weren't
week
supposed to
you
even
said
be in this episode.
didn't want to be in the
I was
podcast.
sick.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
quit the
I was sick. I didn't want to
podcast.
do it.
You told us last week that you didn't want to be in the podcast before you
We
were sick.
texted you, and you were like, "Yeah, I don't want to do the podcast."
Other person.
Told me. I don't know.
We
At
don't
first, I
say
thought he was just trying to
names.
sabotage you to get himself a spot in the podcast.
I think I said like I didn't want to like do it as much. Cause y'all were saying like every other like never mind. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, so let's
That's all
talk
I
about
had.
the Notebook of Time.
My base.
The
No,
notebook stays
no.
out of this, Drew.
Okay.
The notebook stays out of this.
Okay. So, well, I mean, we can't really. All right. So,
oh,
again, I mean, I can plug some more stuff, but there's not much more to plug.
we're not gonna plug anything, Drew. We're just gonna talk.
Don't plug anymore.
Okay.
Do not click off the video, guys. We're not just gonna plug.
100%
No
audience
plugging.
retention. We're gonna do it, guys.
No more plugging.
100% audience attention.
Yeah,
It's
So-
gonna
be
be
like-
like 10%.
It's gonna be like
multiple people. We're gonna say we're not.
That's just named like a whole class.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a.
then that's it.
Stop. Stop
gonna have to
saying
be such a big
names.
beep that goes over all the names. You're filling in
What's
for one.
today?
The 26th.
So,
Okay.
anybody wanna
Oh.
start?
I can't sing.
All right.
I wanna start.
Okay, what do you
Um,
guys feel about communism?
We're not talking about
Communism. I don't know
DNA.
much
Podcast.
about
Yeah, talking about
communism.
communism.
If you want to learn about communism, go to The Rest is History
Ooh,
on Spotify. It's a great history podcast.
wait, guys. So
After this video.
after
Yeah,
that
after this video.
episode,
Also, Safety Third. That's
Safety
also
Third's
a good podcast.
William Osmond, we need you,
After-
or Peter Schreepel,
Stop plugging other
or
podcasts.
Backyard
If you
Scientist
like
Kevin,
the podcast, it's really
Plugging other
similar to this
podcasts.
Alan. Forgot Alan's last name. Come on,
Pretty
we
much
need anyone
the
from Safety Third
all-
to get on
All
here.
the smaller YouTube scientists all came together and made a podcast.
We
They're
need
not
to
that
collab with
small.
other
They're just not as big
podcasts.
as Mark Rober. It's
Well-
it's all the YouTube scientists except Mark Rober.
And what's that guy who makes the fancy lightsabers?
Oh,
Hacksmith?
Hacksmith.
Luke Skywalker. Oh, my bad.
All right. Well, we've ended up talking about Safety Third. So,
Safety Third's great.
yeah,
What's
Safety
the
Third.
best Disney movie of all time?
Best Disney movie of all time. Are we counting anything licensed by Disney?
No,
I don't know
no
what that
Marvel.
means.
No, like
Marvel,
legitimate
Star
Disney
Wars.
movie with
Wait,
the
Sebastian,
Disney intro.
We could just go off on a tangent about Marvel. if
We're
we
not
really-
doing that.
No.
No, we're not
We're not
doing
doing
that.
that.
We could both
go
go
watch a
on
Marvel
for
movie.
days.
No.
We could go on
Well,
for
okay,
days.
we're gonna say
Could,
one
but
thing
we
about
don't.
Marvel.
We
You
could
know the
fill
one
out.
thing?
We could fill out 4 episodes of just us talking
Ned
about.
Ned
Marvel.
from the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. His name is actually spelled with a G in front, except it's just
No,
silent.
it's not.
It was just
Ned.
it's just
Except
a
it's Ned.
joke that he's going
It's,
on.
it's
Alright, well,
great.
now that
But
we're
guys-
talking about Ned, here's my theory for the next Doctor Strange movie.
Oh my
Doctor
gosh.
Strange is gonna be in
Does
that. Like,
anyone watch Doctor Strange, Drew?
Yes,
Sorry, but, like,
me,
The
Sebastian.
The last one kind of sucked.
I think it
I'll
was
watch
pretty
it,
good.
but
I like the horror
don't like
direction that
it.
they took. They hired a horror movie director. So here's the thing. Doctor Strange is gonna go with the weird lady to fix the multiverse at the end of the second movie, right? And Ned's gonna be left alone.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Don't-
This isn't real. This is just a theory. And Ned's
Oh,
just
Yeah, this
gonna
is-
be left there.
This is music
That's
theory.
Okay, never
just a
mind. Keep
theory.
watching.
And then this is Ned's just gonna be on Earth, and then there's gonna be some monster like Dormammu or something, and Ned's gonna end up getting his
Dormammu. If Dormammu comes back, Ned's screwed.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying,
Screwed?
like,
Screwed? You
no,
mean like a drill?
stop with your
Scrooge, like
drill.
Scrooge, like Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
That book was
Okay,
so
Papa
annoying.
so
Scrooge.
a monster is gonna come and Ned's gonna end up fighting it, and he's gonna become the new Doctor Strange.
Oh,
And also,
by the
Sebastian
way,
has a theory about Smart
Stop
Hulk
interrupting
still
each
knowing who
other.
Spider-Man
I'm gonna
is.
actually
I'm
that
gonna
was
have to
somebody
punish y'all again if y'all keep interrupting each other.
Like
that
Wyatt.
was somebody else's theory. That wasn't my theory.
Oh, okay. Well, Sebastian takes
I found
theories
that.
off of YouTube.
So basically, there's a theory that because Smart Hulk was Bruce Banner at the time, Smart Hulk's gonna remember that
There's
Tom
a
Holland
smart
Peter
Hulk.
Parker is Peter
Yeah,
Parker.
Hulk was like permanently turned into Hulk, so he wanted to get his consciousness back, so he had to spend a bunch of time in a gamma lab, and now he has his consciousness back, but he's Hulk and he's green.
I haven't watched
Yeah.
Marvel movies in like 3 years.
I've caught up with all the Marvel movies except the Marvels. So
I
don't
haven't
ask me
seen
to do a review
Echo.
about the Marvels, but I will do it.
I haven't
I also
the
haven't seen
most
Echo.
recent the most recent like three I haven't seen, but other than that I've caught up on everything.
Caught up with the
Um,
Marvels or Echo. I have seen Secret Invasion.
I haven't seen Secrets
So
of
also, if you think about it,
Have you guys seen Suicide Squad? That's pretty good.
yes,
no,
but that's not a Marvel
I'm
movie. That's
just
DC.
joking.
there's a video game coming out.
Never
Yeah,
seen
it does
Suicide
look
Squad.
pretty good. I
It's
have
like
seen Suicide Squad, but it's a DC movie.
yeah,
I've
that.
seen both of
Ew.
them actually.
But if we're on the topic of DC, DC's actually gonna get
No,
really good. No, 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 they're gonna
Oh my gosh, no one watches
really
DC.
good
Not even me.
because James Gunn is the big man upstairs for DC now.
That's
yeah,
just
he
a
is.
theory.
It's gonna get real. It's gonna get a lot more funny. Basically, that's what
Okay,
he's saying.
so the next movie, the next DC movie, whatever the heck it is gonna be James Gunn's first movie, the new DC Universe movie, the beginning of it all. Probably gonna be like a Batman or Superman or something.
It's also gonna be pretty funny.
Batman.
And my favorite movie ever is The Dark Knight.
Oh
My,
god.
it's
No,
so good. It's so good.
I
Remember
like the
when you
White
were
Knight
obsessed with
personally.
Gotham Knights?
the White Knight
And then
or
we went
The
to
White
scout
Bright
camp,
Knight.
The
Yeah.
Bright
and you
Knight.
said you were gonna
And
finish Gotham Knights, and
like,
then you never did.
oh, I did, Lucas. I finished Gotham Knights.
Oh, okay.
I just
But no, so
finished.
um, real quick preview spoiler slash thing. It's not really a spoiler, but the next Spider-Man movie is like Spider-Man: A New Way Home or A
Don't
New Home,
What?
because he
something
found
like
They
that.
can't
one
make up the
trailer.
titles.
He
And
found one trailer on YouTube. So
and it's going to have
come
Venom
back.
in it.
All right. So don't come back to us if the new Spider-Man movie, first of all, doesn't exist. Second of all, doesn't have Venom. He saw one trailer on YouTube. So
Yeah, I did. Don't. But like
Believe
maybe
don't
everything you see
quote
on
your,
YouTube.
don't bet all your money on us. Pretty much is what I'm saying.
bet all your money on us to us.
Yeah, bet your
Okay.
Chinese
After
So
that,
ching chong
also,
on
while we're
us.
on the topic of Marvel,
I'll
if you
take it.
think about it, the Captain Marvel's best friend's daughter. I don't know her name, so that's
What?
what I'm gonna call her. She is a mix. Her powers are a mix of Scarlet Witch and Captain Marvel,
She light skinned.
Making her
the most
make
powerful superhero
like yeah,
ever.
one
Light
of the
skins
most
are pretty
powerful female
powerful.
superhero ever.
Because her powers are intertwined with Captain Marvel's, as we see in the Marvels, and she got her powers by going through Scarlet Witch's barrier thing into her weird civilization. That
Hey,
show was kind of
guys,
creepy.
on
when you think
the
about it.
Yeah, that show really was. But you know what was creepier?
What?
That fight scene in the second Doctor Strange movie where she like attacked the people at the end of time with like the guy that couldn't talk and like that was scary. That was weird. I didn't like that.
Because it's a horror movie. It's supposed to be a
Yeah,
thriller.
yeah, I get that. It was scary. I didn't like it. You know, it gave me the heebie-jeebies, y'all.
guys, can I share a dad joke?
Sure.
No.
What do you say?
What
Can you share a
kind of
dad joke?
noise does a witch's vehicle make?
Oh,
No.
makes a cat.
Broom.
What?
Broom, broom.
Broom,
Oh.
broom,
Oh.
broom,
Bro.
broom,
Bro,
broom.
bro.
Alright,
All right, I have
Okay.
another one. Wait, I have another one.
we're at 45 minutes.
These are the best thing I've ever gotten for Christmas. Why
I'll
do
play with my
bees have
pocket
sticky
knife.
hair?
Why do
What
who's
is
have
what
sticky?
has sticky
Why do
hair?
bees have sticky hair? Like
Because of their honey.
bees.
'Cause
They
they're
use
honey.
honeycombs.
Oh, also,
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
yeah.
see, I agree with
I've
that one.
heard
Also,
that before, I feel like.
right now,
Second
right
answer.
now, I'm just gonna say sorry that we got the second episode out so late.
Oh yeah, that was all my fault. Oh,
We had some
Yeah,
problems
Lucas.
because
Come
Lucas
on,
wouldn't
Lucas.
pay.
We enslaved
Yeah.
8 children for you to edit the video. Come on.
What?
Like, what are you doing?
I wasn't editing it. I just
Yes,
didn't
you
want
got
to
the little
put my
children
debit
to do
card
that for you.
information on the
So we got it
website.
out today. We're gonna get the second one out at
Well, yeah,
some
we
point.
got it out on YouTube relatively fast.
We got it out on
Yeah.
YouTube. I think the same day, an hour
I
later,
need to
maybe.
watch it and comment on it.
Okay.
You were in it.
You're gonna say something
Yeah.
like
yeah,
that.
but I need to
that
boost the ratings.
Jonathan man is
Boost
so
the ratings.
yeah.
handsome. Something like
Give
that.
it a
Alright.
5-star rating. Watch the entire
Yeah.
thing 4
And
times.
comment that Jonathan
and
is the best.
subscribe.
Okay.
I'm already
So,
subscribed.
whew. Alright, we're at about the 45-minute mark. You guys want to cut it here? You guys want to keep going?
Yeah, kind
Sure,
of.
we
Keep
can go
going.
to.
We're kind of.
I kinda need to
We're just
poop.
talking about random stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just saying. Oh, my cards fell. My dad joke. Oh,
I
hold
say
on.
I'm
yeah, we
gonna
can
say yeah.
end
All
it.
right.
All
So
right, we're ending it.
wait. Let me do the outro. Thank you all for watching this episode. As always, check out the link in the description for the Amazon product. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, go to brothersbutnotpod@gmail.com. I did it that time. And special thank you to Drew for sending us an email.
Love you, Drew.
Uh,
And this is also a special commemorate Robin Williams and his death. He was a great actor, great guy. Just round of
Alright.
applause for Robin
Week
Williams.
out for Kazam. I would highly recommend throughout the week. If you have any extra time on your hands, go through and watch it. It's on Disney Plus.
It's supposed to be really bad, so while you watch it, try to hate on it as much as you can.
That's what I did with Flubber, and it seemed to work. Alright. Because for some reason, people love to watch people rants about anything. That's like every famous podcast.
But you hate it at the
Rogan.
same time.
But
you can't
the
stop
Joe
watching.
Rogan experience. The
The Joe Rogan
why did this get
experience.
made? Let me go through my Spotify podcast list. Never mind. My podcast list is all Safety Third and like Magic podcast,
Magic is crazy.
Magic the Gathering. Okay, so we were able to wrap up the hate on that movie. Well, the review on that movie pretty soon. I'm sorry I said hate. Flubber was a pretty good
Great
movie. I just
movie.
like to nitpick. I just like to nitpick. Okay, so I'm ranting off as we always do. Synchronized by one.
Wait, guys. After the bye, I have something that I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna add something in editing to make it sound cool. So we're gonna say bye, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna end it. All right. 3,
Okay.
2,
Wait. One.
1. Bye.
Bye.